Hey guys, and welcome back to Economics and Comics. I thought I would do another one of my interesting videos. I've had a little bit of time today, and question's always been kind of bothering me a little bit. And I wanted to ask you guys. I know there's going to be a lot of different comments, positive, negative. That's fine, but I wanted to bring this out so you guys could see. So stay tuned. Okay, so here's the thing. I use both CGC, CBCS, even EGS, all these different companies, okay? I've been trained over the years to use different companies for different things. For instance, CGC. I only send 25 books or more every time to take advantage of the pre-screen 9.8 thing, okay? I know with my skills that most likely every book that I send over there will get a 9.8. Okay. CBCS, I've been trained to send different things like signatures to get a verified yellow label, or a more high quality type of comic book like this. This is a certain type of paper that's better, right? The reason I would send these to CBCS is most likely I might get lucky and get a 9.9 or even a 10. Now, this is where this topic begins. I've noticed that and I've done this a lot, I'll send 25 of the same book in. I'm not getting 9.9s from CGC. Okay. I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to show you examples of what's happening. Why is a book always a 9.8? When I look at a book and I send it to CGC, I think it's perfect, which in my mind has trained me it's a 9.8. But I think it's interesting because if I'm sending a perfect book, why not it be a 9.9 or 10? Especially when I am getting them in a bundle today and shipping them directly to them. Nope, it's not being handled all over the place. So let me break down this interesting but almost conspiracy type thing and my thoughts on it and why. Okay, so let's begin with something simple. So I'm going to begin with the book that should have been worth more. Okay, Batman Damned, #1. Now, if you remember, it was like a magazine type, and it had that certain binding, okay, that made it different than other comics, almost like a trade paperback feel, graphic novel or whatever, that type of seam. This book, look at this. I want to show you this. 10.0, 309, 234 from the variant cover. 9.9, 677, and 403. And then you get the near mints. Something had to be wrong with the near mints, right? Something had to be wrong with the 9.8, the near mint to mint, 9.8, not near mint. Something had to be wrong visually, right? For them to get a 9.8. Now, one of the first problems here is that you don't get grader notes on a 9.8. Why? Because a 9.8's perfect. Okay. Now, what happened here, and stay with me because this is really interesting. What happened here is the book got high grades everywhere because of the type of book it was, I guess, the type of paper, whatever. It crushed that book. That could have been a book and worth a lot more if there weren't as many. But that's not what this video is about, okay? So let's move on. Now, The Last Ronin. Same type of book, right? Same type of quality paper, magazine stylish, the little thing. 9 9.9s and 104 9.8s. Okay. So if we're looking at this, if you want a 9.9, consider Three Jokers #1. Consider The Last Ronin. Consider Batman Damned. Those type of paper books are getting the other grade. Now, here's where the problem is for me. And okay, that's what you have to learn first of all. If you send in one of those type of books and everything looks clean, it's very possible you might get a 9.9. Now, in that regard, you got about a 10% chance to get one. So, okay. Now, here's what's really interesting to me. Venom 3. Okay. Now we're into like regular comic book type of thing, right? Regular paper. Decent. There's not one 10.0 or 199. Okay. There's 2,700 and also 800. So it's 35, almost 3,600 9/8. Okay. Now I looked at every type, the variants, everything. There was not 199 on the census. So you're telling me that there wasn't 199 or 110 or multiple 99s in the amount of books sent in of that book? Why is that? I need to understand why is that, and what makes a 9/8 different than a 9/9, right? What makes a 9/8 different than a 9/9? If you have a 10, right, that you barely ever see, right? Why? What's the difference between a 9/8 and 9/9? Now I'm sure people can say, "Well, a 9/8 is small inclusion, and you could barely see it." Dude, they're looking at it with their hands. They're not looking at it with a microscope. They're doing what we do. Okay, tell me why there's not 199 of Venom 3. There's two thoughts I have. One is kind of a conspiracy. One is, oh, it's such a big book, we can't give it a 9/9. That's just a pure conspiracy. What I think is more true is that there are so many books coming in and so many graders that they're trained to just, like how I do, look at a book, right? I'm just going to look. I'm going to give you an example. I'd say my guess, they spend max 1 to 2 minutes on a book, and the amount they're getting, I heard they have over 100 graders. Look at a book, check the corners, right? Check the corners, check the cover for any imperfections. Make sure that's good. Check the back. Look for, spine problems or anything like that. Quickly flip through the book and count the pages. I seriously doubt, honestly, that they're counting the pages on brand new modern books. How really? I seriously doubt it. But just by doing this, right? Could it be they're turning a 9/9 into a 9/8 because it's been opened? You think about Batman Damned. If you open that book, you are opening the seal, right? So my guess is they didn't even open it. Because if they opened the seal, which would have been on here, it wouldn't be a 10 anymore. You know what I mean? Anyway, quick grade, probably minute to two, these guys. My guess. I could be wrong. Oh, that one looks good. There's nothing wrong with it. 9/8. Right? 9/8. Because in their mind, a 9/8 is perfect. And it's everyone's just trying to get a 9/8, right? I'm very confused about this. I'm going to show you some more examples, but that's just the first null. In every single variant of that book, there are none. I checked. Next. Just for fun, Venom 9, okay? First full appearance of Dylan. Looked at it all, even the variants. Let's say just right here, out of a 1,400, not one. Not 199. Are you telling me out of 1,400 books, there wasn't 199? I need you to prove it to me. I need you to tell me why there wasn't a 99. If it means that you have to put it in the grader notes, that's why they have grader notes, why this thing is not mint compared to near mint to mint, I need to know. We need to learn why. We need to understand why. All right, that was just a quick one, but I'm just showing you to try to understand, okay? You're the Villain, Hell Arisen number 3. First punchline. This is just the first print, okay? The variants are below, but none of the variants had a 9/9 either. After almost 3,000 graded, not 199 or 10. First punchline. Now, my question is this. Should they, they've been in business so long, should they think about changing their grading scale? Like, is a 9/9 really a 9/8? and a 9.8 would be a 9.6? It's very confusing. I've seen 9.8s with spine ticks graded or color breaks. And I've seen 9.6s that have like one tick. Should it be a 10.0 is perfect and a 9.9 it has one tick and a 9.8 has two ticks? What is going on? I don't understand how there is not one 9.9 or 10 for that book, especially the variant cover, which has an incredible paper quality to it, like an exclusive from a special store, right? It has that harder, better gradable cover where the cuts are super clean. And from what they're not looking them under a microscope. So what's the difference between me looking at it with my readers and them looking at it? There is no difference. And I don't want to hear that they're professionally trained graders. Dude, I've been doing this forever. I've sent in thousands of comic books to every grading company. I know how they grade, especially modern. Okay, so let's move on. So far, first Noel, nothing. First Dylan, nothing. First Punchline, nothing. No 9.9 cents. Batman Damned has 1,000 of them. So that lesson is learned already. If you have a magazine type with that type of binding and you don't open it, you could get a 9.9 or 10. But I want to know, okay, that's your first lesson. I want to know why these big books are not getting 9.9s and 10s. And what is the damn difference between a 9.8 and 10? And a lot of people are going to comment, well, a 9.8 this is why it's different than a 9.9. You don't know. That's the truth. Because if I don't know, you don't know. Trust me, you don't know. So I want to answer. I would love CGC to message me. Look, I spent a lot of money with you, CGC. I would love for you to comment in this video about what is going on. Is there just too many books being sent in and you're just pushing them out 9.8? If you see a tick, it's a 9.6. What is the difference? I've sent a lot of books to you. Okay, now next. Nothing against CGC. I'm trying to figure out this scale, right? Okay, you ready? Ultimate Fallout number 4, Miles Morales. Now, I can understand why there might not be a 9.9 or 10 on this because they were in the bags and stuff, poly bags or whatever. But still, out of 9,000, there's not one. 9,000. But in the Batman Damned, right? There's like 1,000 10s. Right? Miles Morales number 1. If there was a Miles Morales, right? Ultimate Fallout number 1, 9.9, that thing would be like $500 million. Okay? Are they trying to create that? I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't get it. I don't know why. And my gut is telling me because they're pushing too many books. Okay? So, Miles Morales, none. Bill, are we going to find one that does? Yeah, I'm going to show you one that has a 9.9. Now, keep in mind, the farther we back, we went from 2020 now to 2011. There's pretty much no possible way a 9.9 will ever show up at this point. Because even if you find one in a sealed bag, at this point, it is not worthy. It's been in there too long. The crease is too deep, okay? So the longer we go, the less we're going to find. Is why I don't understand why stuff off the shelf aren't getting more 9.9s, right? I don't know. Neither do you. You don't know either, right? You can't know. All right. Let's move on. Let's do this really quick. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We found one, guys. We found two. Right? We found two. I'm so excited. Batman 89. Brief appearance of Punchline, right? 2 9.9s. One signed, one not signed. Out of 1,900. I wonder why. Does someone feel that day like, let's give this book a 9.9? I'm telling you right now, okay? The Hell Arisen 3 variant cover, should have a lot of 9.9s and 10s on it, probably, because it's a different paper. Okay, this isn't. This is a regular paper, but we have found 199 of a decent key, not, a decent key from 2020. Now we've gone over Venom 3, Venom 9, 2 big keys, Hellraiser 3, nothing. This one we found one, and we learned that if you have a magazine type book, you're most likely going to get a 9.9 or 10. You have good chances, but that's not the point of this video. Now, we looked at Miles Morales, right? Nothing. Okay, here we go. Amazing Spider-Man 361. There are 19,000 of the first print. There are 4 9.9s. Now, first of all, this is a book 30 years old. This book is 30 years old almost. To find another 9.9 now would be impossible in the wild, okay? But there's 4. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but most of those Carnages have that little tear on the bottom, right? So even then, there's only 4? Okay, so if it's going to be that rare, right, a 9.9, you might as well make it a 10, right? You might as well make it a 10 if it's going to be that rare. But there aren't any 10s. It gets really... I have more of a trouble grading when we get from like a fine and below, like a 6.0 and below, or when we get in the 2.5 to 4 range. I have trouble grading, I guess, and I'm usually right, but like that's when you start really not understanding by the book and how these different companies have different ways of doing things. But when you get up to a modern, right? Now this is of course modern, but 30 years ago. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why is there even a 10? What's the difference between a 10 and a 9.9? Okay, here we go. Amazing Spider-Man 300, first Venom, right? This is very interesting to me. I've had really clean copies of this book, okay? It's a different... The paper's good, but with the black, and it's a little bit thicker, and you could have corner issues, that would, I would think, even be harder to get a 9.9 or 10. But this one has 10 9.9s, which is great. I guess that's okay. No 10s. 25,000 books. This is a harder book to get. Now, look, we've even gone back even farther. We're about 35 years back. This is when it starts to make sense to me. Like, it makes sense to me then, right? It makes sense to me when it's an older book. But when it's a new comic that's coming out right after the shelves with most likely better paper and stuff like that, Hellraiser, Venom, all that shit, Miles, everything, right? There's no 9.9s or 10s when it's almost brand new. Makes no sense to me. So I'm going to explain it to me, and I know you're all going to try. Let's see. Finish up with this. About 30 plus years ago, we got New Mutants 98. Okay. New Mutants 98. 12 9.9s. There is a 10 out there. There is one 10 out there. Amazing. So my question is, like, why does 9.9 or 10 even exist if you're not going to be giving out that many? And is a new book, right? Like Venom 3, right? Brand new book. Well, 2 years old. A book like this with decent paper, no real problems. There's a lot of 9.8s. Why do not new books get 9.9s and 10s more? Disregard the magazine type. But why are these books not getting 9.9s and 10s? And my thought is that they're just pushing books out. If it looks perfect to them, then it's a 9.8. Their mindset now is a 9.8 is a 10. Unless they can explain to me why a 9.8 isn't a 9.9 or a 10, I believe their mindset's a 9.8 is a 10, and it's time to move books and push books. I'm not trying. This is not something negative, CGC, because I know people from CGC are going to watch this. You always do. You always comment and you always say, "Oh, you're a dick" or whatever. Your workers over there. That's fine. I spent a lot of money with you. I spent a lot more than most people that watch this video right now. I'm sending out over 100 books a month to you. That's a lot. Okay. And it's fine. I like your service. I use it, and I choose different services for different reasons. But I don't understand how a brand new book doesn't have any 9 or 10s, especially when it's a key. That even rings more close to my. It's controlled the market. I don't even know. It controls a certain price range. If there's for instance, Batman Damned, there were so many that at 10.0 dropped immensely. Right? And at 9.8, and there's so many of them, we've got their market for it. I don't even know what these are going for. 400, 300, 400, 500. I don't know. This book. But, where's the guy that got the 9.9? Where's the guy that submitted 25 and got a 9.9 in there? Of these type of books. I can submit every once in a while I'll get a 9.9, but it's nothing of real significance. You know what I mean? So I'm really curious about this question. I feel like I wanted to say more about it, but I've kind of really went over it and tried to figure out why there aren't so many. I could understand a 9, 9, and 10 not being a lot of in the past. And maybe it goes into print runs when you got 40,000 books slabbed, right? You get like 4 9.9s, out of it or something. 1 per 10,000 or whatever. Maybe that's the rule of thumb you guys follow. I don't know. But it really rings true to me that I feel it in my heart that they're so busy that to decipher a 9.8 from a 9.9 is just if a guy's having a good day at work. Or is it more like a sweatshop? I don't know. I've never been there. But a sweatshop with 100 graders in there just pumping books out. Oh, this looks clean. Go. This looks clean. Go. Oh, there's a tick. That's a 9.6. And then the one guy that got laid last night and comes in, right? And he's like, yeah, that's a nice book. Let me give this guy a 9.9. Because I don't see the difference. And you can explain it to me however you want, but the fact that there are a mysterious missing 9.9s and 10s of brand new books is disturbing to me. So I'd love to pose that question to you. Please use CGC. Use all the grading companies. They're our world, guys. This is what we do. This is what we enjoy. But I wanted to pose a very interesting question to the community. And I like to do these type of videos every once in a while when stuff's kind of messing with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed. By the way, I'm having a 10,000 subscriber contest. I haven't launched yet, but it's going to be the biggest contest on YouTube. I've got well over 20 or more prizes coming. I have plenty of original art, signed books. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So make sure to hit that sub button and turn your notifications on. That way, when it starts, you guys can get entered in and win. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you so much and stay safe.